Hi there! For some, fear is a tool that provides survival. For others, the opportunity to find oneself and become stronger. The former is the majority, but in history, the latter always remains. And today, we will find out what a person who has overcome the fear of heights can do. A mysterious fan of adrenaline in a mask is shocking the audience of YouTube by broadcasting absolutely crazy jumps without a parachute. This guy does this without hesitation, but a normal person's blood would run cold. He became so popular that he deserved the attention of ABC News. From the shots, you can see how the guy without any insurance jumped from the height of the 8th floor with GoPro cameras and landed a few centimeters from the stone quay into the water. Many know Chase Reinford as the founder of the popular channel Adrenaline Addiction. Traveling to the most beautiful places in California, Vermont, Utah, and Oregon, jumpers are experiencing fate wherever possible. They are delighted when there is a chance to beat their own or set a new record. Felix Baumgartner, Austrian paratrooper and base jumper, who first jumped from the Petronas Tower with a parachute, first flew over the English Channel on a wing of carbon fiber, and first jumped down from the 90th floor of the Taipei 101 Tower. But all these records are just an easy warm-up before the main event in his life: a jump from the stratosphere. On October 14, 2012, Felix jumped from a helium balloon, which rose to a height of 24 miles and free fell at a supersonic speed of 843.6 miles per hour. After 4.5 minutes from the moment of the jump, he landed successfully in the vicinity of the city of Roswell, New Mexico. What you see now is worthy of admiration. Luke Aikins is the first person in history to prove to the world and himself that it is possible to jump and land safely from a height of 25,000 feet without a parachute. A jump from an aircraft over the city of Simi Valley, California, took place on July 30, 2016. The free fall lasted 2.5 minutes, accelerating to a speed of 120 miles per hour. Aikins turned upside down technically and literally rammed a grid located at the height of a 20-story building. And this despite the fact that the grid size is only 100 by 100 foot, and the distance to it at the time of the jump exceeded 4.3 miles. The preparation of this trick for the 42-year-old athlete took 2 years. Aikins has over 18,000 skydiving jumps and many years of work as an instructor with the best paratroopers on the planet. By the way, Luke Aikins performed the most complicated aerial tricks in the movie Iron Man 3, and together with Joseph Kittinger, brilliantly prepared Felix Baumgartner for his triumphal jump from the stratosphere. In order to jump without a parachute from a height of 25,000 feet, Luke Aikins trained for 2 years. But our next hero, skydiver Antti Pandikinen, maybe a parachute was not at his disposal this time, or maybe he just did not want to wear a parachute. Anyway, the guy still made his extreme jump from a hot air balloon, which rose to a height of 13,000 feet. Exactly after 40 seconds of free fall, level with his partner, Antti grabbed his equipment and fell to the surface of the earth unharmed. If you think a jump without a parachute from a height of 13,000 feet in the calculation of casual contact with a neighbor paratrooper, a risk equivalent to madness. After all, if in 40 seconds the wind took Anti's partner a little further, everything most likely would have ended differently. And what do you think about this? Write in the comments. In 2015, the Swiss Laszlo Schaller jumped from a cliff height of 193 feet. Free fall lasted 3.5 seconds, and at the time of contact of the athlete with the water, the recorders recorded a speed of 76 miles per hour. In April 2014, French base jumpers Vince Refit and Fred Fugin set a new height record, jumping in a wingsuit from the top of the tallest building in the world, the 828-meter-tall Burj Khalifa skyscraper in Dubai. As reported by The Verge, the sponsoring company Skydive Dubai has made sure that the athletes are comfortable and installed a special platform on the top of the skyscraper. Effectively flying around the building against the backdrop of the morning sun, Vince Refit and Fred Fugin opened parachutes and landed safely. In the world of daredevils and conquerors of peaks, perfectly known as the professional skier and lover of the snowy extreme, Jamie Pierre, who has set a lot of unbeaten records on jumping from the mountain peaks. James owns an absolute world record in ski jumping from a mountain cliff of 255 feet. This jump in April 2007, Pierre made at one of the resorts in Wyoming. In a cruel irony, on November 15, 2011, at the age of 38, Pierre died of a head injury as a result of a small avalanche in the American ski resort. 56-year-old American Darren Taylor, aka Professor Splash, shocked by his ability to belly flop water out of a children's inflatable pool, jumping into it from a tall height. However, we are not talking about record heights, but nevertheless, to repeat what Darren does, not even the most authoritative cliff jumpers can do. This video was filmed in February 2011. According to Taylor, the density of slightly frozen water is slightly higher, which allows for a fraction of a second to slow down the landing and more precisely coordinate their actions. In order to not crash, Taylor uses several branded secrets at once. He argues that for a successful jump, it is important to take into account the wind direction, air temperature, time of day, and stay calm. Robbie Maddison happened to be on our list. It's one of the few motorcyclists on the planet who flies more than he drives. Many believe that Robbie has no equal. One of his enchanting jumps from a ski jump, which entered the Guinness Book of Records, Robbie accelerated to 71 miles per hour and managed to fly 374 feet, reaching the highest point of 184 feet. In 2010, after dispersing the bike to 78 miles per hour, he made an incredible jump. He flew through the Corinth Canal. And in January 2012, jumped from one ramp to another ramp through the Bay of San Diego. But one of the most spectacular stunts Maddison has performed was not a jump, but no less dangerous, conquering an ocean wave on a motorcycle off of one of the beaches in Tahiti. And from what height could you jump, guys? Write in the comments. And now, it's time to recharge your brain. Visit the channel Mind Twister. There you'll find a lot of interesting and unusual facts, lots of positive energy, and tons of useful information. Subscribe right now. We promise it's going to be really exciting. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.